Right, welcome back to another episode. Things are getting pretty crazy now. It's getting really close to the season. Birds have been working really hard. As you can see, super dry. We've only had a very small amount of rain like I talked about last video, so it's really hot right now still. We should be in some really cooler weather than this and rain, but it's definitely a big factor for this season. It's going to make things harder, is that the season's really late. Latest has been in 150 years apparently, according to the experts, but they can't get the weather right anyway. So yeah, I have been working the birds pretty hard, and we'll get into that very soon. And these are pretty much most of the birds we got to work with. There's still a few come back from the toss, but what we'll do is just give this place a quick little tidy up. Bam, there it is. And only if things were that easy in real life, but this time of year, molting, it's really dusty. Had to go and have a bit of a wash, but still pretty good, especially when it's hot like this and you get sweaty. It's not the most enjoyable job, so hopefully the molt is pretty much done. There's just a few little fluff ones coming out of them, but it's not too bad. The birds are looking pretty good. Come here. Come on. Come on. Definitely some of the sharpest looking pigeons I've had for a while. There's 83. 83 is actually back in the race team this year. That's actually his daughter there. Come here. Huh? There he is, 83, buddy. So the reason he's back in here, the system has changed. I've got some pigeons that I've selected last year and some the year before that are significantly better so far than what 83 has been. He was a really good pigeon. I'm hoping that he can score us a couple of early good positions this season if he makes it. He should do, because he did in his first year of racing. He'd done actually quite well, so I'm hoping in the shorter ones he's going to do some damage. And we also see the Muley hen, she's back in here somewhere too as well. But we're definitely trying to get these birds moving. There's been a lot of tossing going on. I did have two groups set up, but I've put them together and I've just got them on the road. The falcons around the loft here are the worst they have ever been, and I'm not even filming falcons this year unless they are in the toss videos, which are coming up. I'm going to do some breed-in videos later on in this actual video, so stay through to that, because we still are doing a little bit of breeding. That's part of our plan. But yeah, I'm not filming falcons. I don't want to be one of those channels that just says, oh, falcons attacking, rah. That's it. I've had enough. It's depressing. I can't loft fly at all. Birds can't get up, nothing. So all we're doing now is a lot of short and sharp tosses. And it seems to work. Basically, the birds are able to get through the falcons. Somehow the falcons, I think, take a while to get into a good position to strike. So when these guys are loft flying, the falcons actually got time to get into a really good position and pick a good sort of attack time. But yeah, well, you're going to see. The next few videos are going to have a lot of tossing in there. I'm going to try and jam all the tossing together, because there's a lot of short, sharp ones, and these guys beat me home a lot of the time. But we are going to step it out a bit soon, so I'll be able to get a few more returns there as well. So hopefully we'll see how we go. But look at these birds. There's some fantastic looking pigeons in here. Yeah, I'm really happy with them this year, and getting them on these short and sharp tosses is really, I don't know how to put it, but it's whipped them into gear. They straight out of the basket, straight into a little flock, and they're already off before they get in the car and take off. So I'm really happy with it. This year, probably going to have to try and spread these numbers out a little bit. Instead of entering all 20, 25 birds or whatever. Hey, you're the naughty one. Oh, they've got a couple of naughty pigeons. Two of them actually. I've been tossing them. They come back a little bit later than the other ones, and they just hang around the floor, peck around outside all day, and then they come in. So he's there having a drink now. So I've been a little bit lenient with them because I don't have many numbers. So if they make it to the race, they make it to the race. They're going to learn pretty hard then, aren't they? And these guys here, there's a couple of these guys missing. Only because I've been trying to break these in and get them loft flying. That's why they're a bit hungry now. But these are all my little babies. So I've been trying to get them trap training really quickly, which I'll get in some videos as well when I get some time. These guys are there's no rush for these ones. They do go out, they do fly, but the falcons are that hard at the moment. These guys don't really stand a chance. So at the moment, I'm just making sure they do trap and things like that. This one, He's a pretty good flyer. That one's one of Daniel Brandt's birds that he gave me, and I bred off it. That one's doing pretty well. They're all pretty crazy. These are my little red checks as well. Oh, they're actually real dark red checks. They're quite beautiful. I'm pretty happy how these ones are going, but there's no rush for them because they're not going to make the race season. So I'm just going to take my time with them and try and wait for a bit of rain to come, and hopefully the falcons ease off a little bit and we'll be able to get them working a bit tougher. I do have a couple of hens in here too, older ones. You've got Storm there, a whole bunch of hens I've got. Not really using, might get rid of a lot of pigeons shortly, which I've been talking about for a while, but that's definitely going to happen. Hey, these little guys are pretty cool. But yeah, it's a slow process. We've lost a couple of these from falcons. They just don't really stand a chance at the moment because the peregrine hen that's here, I'd say her wingspan is around about a 1 metre to 1.2, so pretty big aggressive pigeon eating machine, which these guys don't really stand a chance for. So as you'll see, the birds, these little groups are out of my very, very best pigeons. I'm just not breeding willy-nilly now. It's only the very best, so I won't have as many, but they are really tough, resilient pigeons, and I don't really lose too many. The only way I've lost 1 or 2 out of there is because I've actually seen the falcons smash them and have them for dinner, which is very depressing because I like those birds. With these guys, there's a few missing out of here. We'll go into a bit more, but let's go have a look at some breeding pigeons. So I'm definitely keen and excited to get some of these tossing videos for you guys because these birds are pretty on point. I took a little bit of gold information from all sorts of people about not luff flying and the brainwashing techniques and all that kind of stuff, and I tell you what, it's actually really, really working well because these birds, they trap within a couple of seconds of landing pretty much instantly, even if I'm here or not, so it's really good, apart from those 2 naughty ones, but they will either drop off very soon or they will basically get lost in the race. So they've got 2 options: stay wherever they get released or shape up and get home pretty quick. And because we had the baby and my wife had to go back into hospital and I had the kids for a while, all 3 of them, it was just chaos, and I didn't really take any eggs out, kind of like, I'll do it tomorrow. And I kind of ended up with all these babies, which is not a bad thing because I actually prefer to breed now, and then as soon as the rain comes and all the water birds come, I can actually get these guys up loft flying without getting any harassment from the falcons, and we can actually get them tossed really quickly, really easily, which I did last year actually. One of the first group out of my race team now, they've already been out to 20 kilometers probably like 30 times, and I didn't lose one of them, so it's it's already proven that it works. We've got the dark check babies. There's a round of those out there with a completely different hen. Haven't had babies off that hen before, but she's from some really good breeding. These 2 are looking pretty good too. These are actually some of my really good hard to lose pigeons. They are related to the one that I sent to Pattaya, and that was 206 ace pigeon out of 10,500 pigeons. So they're pretty tough, hard to lose pigeons. I like them. This one's actually got 2 different pigeons in here. This was actually a single nester. Had 2 single nesters, so I kind of flicked one up here. So the hen that I haven't really tested, she's only bred me 2 babies, and I sent them to Meadow 1 loft race. And both of those made it into the final, but they didn't make it home. So I thought I'd give them a bit more of a test, but I've crossed the hen into something a little bit faster, which is similar way. Actually, I think it's like a brother or very closely related to my 2nd place in the final, which was my 3rd ace pigeon. Was it 3rd or 2nd? It's one of them anyway. So happy with that. Interesting to see how they go. They're all reasonably closely related anyway, just a few little changes. See how these ones go. They kind of just all popped up, but I don't mind them because I like I said, working them in the winter is so much better for me because the summer, too many problems, too hot. You've just laid 2 eggs, your little partner has, so we'll see how those ones turn out. But we're definitely not going to we won't see any frost this winter. Hey, this is Bondi. She's a cranky little hen. Oi. Come on, everyone wants to see. I've actually got a couple of her babies this year in the 1 loss. She's a good, nice little hen, so it'll be interesting to see how these turn out. She's trying to protect her little babies by sitting on top of them, but she's a beautiful hen. I probably won't stir her up too much, but she's got some real cracker little babies in there. Okay, good girl. Whoa. And let's jump down here to have a look at Rosetta. She's probably on her last round. I'm going to swap her out for a different hen, but she is definitely side or damned, whatever you want to call it. A lot of babies this year and quite a lot of them in the one loft races, but she's a cracking hen. Beautiful, beautiful hen. Oh, and this one's where a patchy is, and there's no babies in there yet. So stay tuned. The next few videos, or definitely the next video, is going to be a lot of tosses crammed into one video, because these birds are doing short and sharp, lots of them. Like these birds are they're definitely going to be in the basket more than most people would generally put their pigeons in there. But the benefits for me here in this location are significant. And the race season starts soon in 5 weeks. And I'm hoping to get to all 10. We do, my club races the first 10 races. So this year, if I can do all 10 of those with the very small amount of pigeons that are in here, we're doing pretty good. So stay tuned. It's going to be a very, very interesting season. Hopefully a good one.